Good morning, everyone. Let me know if you can hear me and see me. Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, testing. All right. Good morning, everyone. My gold prediction is that there's a pot of it at the end of the rainbow. Man, oh man. For any of you that have kids, let me know if you can sympathize with my situation. MetaTrader's back up. Kid wakes up at 2, smashes her way into our bed, and then starts rolling, kicking, and like doing an octopus dance all over my face and my back, to the point where I got frustrated, got out of bed, and went to her bed. Tried to fall asleep, but it's not my bed, so I couldn't. And it was like 3 hours of just laying there. And then I passed out, got an hour of sleep, but overslept because my alarm was 30 minutes prior to that. Oh, Zalo, I'm glad. All right. I have a few things on the agenda. I can't stay for very long today. We're going to do from now until 9, so a 1 hour live stream, because at 9:30 we have to leave the house because we have to go interview Yeah, it's an interview. Basically, we're going to this new school because my daughter is of school age and we want to put her in private school. And so we have to go and they have to like see how she acts around other kids. So it's basically a guinea pig test for an hour and a half. I fucking don't want to do that. She's 6. Dude, seriously, Elgon, Egyptian, just like my head is here. Rusty Bot, glad to have you here. All right, so on the agenda, first things first, because a couple of people were complaining about it, the Happy Trail 30-minute time frame. Actually, first, we're going to set up the trade because this is what it looks like from the end of New York session till morning. There was a huge price fluctuation up. Let me see if you can see that. See that? It like shot up but wicked and then steadily climbed up. So this is the breakout range. And this is the 8 a.m. breakout range. I've been testing 2 different methods. The 8 a.m. breakout range, so from basically New York close until 8 a.m., an hour before London open. And then there's another range that extends an hour to actually London open. This is the one that I'm testing on my big account And then the other one I'm doing on my small account for Profit League, which is a trading competition inside of the trading floor. The 8 a.m. one I'm consistent with because I actually have time at 8 a.m. At 9 a.m., things start to fall apart because I get a million phone calls. This is not the right phone. This is the right phone. Okay. This is the 8 a.m. one. We had a fat win streak right here. I really liked it. So overall, up 7%. Doing that. And then on this one, this is up, how many percents? This one started on November 1st. It is now November 26th. Actually, when was the first trade taken? November 5th was the first trade. So so the last 21 days. This one's up 6%. I have 3 phones. I have the Gengar phone. I have the new phone. But because the new phone is such a piece of shit, I still have to travel around with the previous phone. Okay, so this is the trade setup. Long position here. 1 to 1.5. Short position here. One to 1.5, and that's it. Now, let's do, and then again at 9 a.m., it'll be the same setup, just whatever the boundary is for 9 a.m., if it's higher or lower than what it is now. After yesterday's shit show, I expect a day of consolidation today. That's just my hypothesis. What's wrong with the 17? What 17? I don't know what that means. Kobus Vis bought the course over the weekend. My mind is blown. I'm glad because a lot of people don't make the leap, and it shows that you really mean business. I'm glad you think the course is great because I spent, I don't know, 18,000 hours on it. It's the iPhone 17. I don't know, dude. Maybe mine's just a fucking pile of shit, but it nothing really wants to work seamlessly on it. And this new side button thing, that piece of shit. So I have a phone case, right? So I tried it without a case, and then I got a case, and that button, when I pull my phone out of my pocket, I pull it out like this because this is the only area of the phone that you can grab that doesn't have buttons. But now it has a button. So every time I open up my phone, the camera fucking turns on. So I manually ripped out the button of the phone case. So now there's empty space here, and I cannot ever hit it. piece of shit. All right, we're getting a nice bullish movement. Hopefully it won't be like yesterday, and hopefully when the bullish movement happens, it'll actually continue in a direction and not just reverse and cap liquidity from the top and the bottom at the same time. I'll show you what happened yesterday. Yesterday was disgusting. Yeah, so if one enters, it enters. And then if it hits stop loss and then goes to the other one, that'll enter. They don't happen simultaneously because price is going in one direction. Hold on one second. All right, the trades are placed. I don't want to fucking move my laptop, so I'm just going to take a picture of it. All right, that's what the trades look like. Exactly like it does on TradingView, except MT5 is a pile of 1995 crap. So basically a buy stop on the top and a sell stop on the bottom. Right now. So basically from 1 a.m. my time till 8 a.m. my time, I draw a box. If price goes above that box, I buy. If price goes below that box, I sell. But I have pending orders. So if it happens, it happens. I don't think about it. I already have pending orders in. I don't have to react to a candle. What if you don't butt any stop loss and let it range between the small red and goes anywhere? I think you're talking about hedging. It's kind of not allowed on many brokers and prop firms. SEO Andrew, I do lives every Wednesday and they're free. You don't have to join the membership. AMG, BMW is a huge pile of stuff. Crap. Apologies to anyone that drives a BMW, but if you've driven them back to back of the same class, so BMW has the 3 Series, the 5 Series, the 7 Series, and so on. Mercedes has the Jesus, my brain is not functioning. The S-Class, the E-Class, and the C-Class, right? So looking at the same category, drive an S-Class Mercedes and then drive a 7 Series BMW. And then tell me which one's better. BMW has a lot of shiny, cheap plastic inside. It does not feel premium in comparison. All right. So a recap on the Happy Trail trades. A lot of people were asking about this because yesterday, basically since I made the last video, the results weren't great. So when I first did the video about it, this was the last trade in that. This was up at this point. It had 12 winners and 11 losers since October 1st. See that? That's called manual backtesting, which means with the winning trades, 2% profit per trade, and the losing trades, 1% loss per trade, you are up 13%. That's stellar. Okay? Now, the next trade that happened was this one, and it was a loss. But it immediately went back into that direction. I got stopped out on the first trade. I actually took this trade. I got stopped out on the first one and entered in again and then hit profit. So this is another loss. So now the 13 becomes 12. And now here's a win, right? So that becomes 14. And then a loss, 13, a loss, 12, a loss, 11, a loss, 10, a win, 12. So still up 12%. And what sucks is that somebody watched the promo or the video that I made about this strategy, let's say last Thursday, right? They had a win and then a loss, a loss, a loss, a loss. And they're like, nope, this strategy sucks. Have a nice day. That sucks. To get into a new strategy and have back-to-back losses is really discouraging. But if you do it consistently, because like most people would stop after a few losses, right? And then you had a win and you're like, oh, I should have taken that one. I still would have been, it sucks. You just have to do it consistently over and 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 over again until you die or retire. Okay? So, recap of Happy Trail on the 30-minute time frame. Yesterday, I swear I had a pen. The pen that I hold in my hand is... Let me know if you know the movie reference. Marco Ciccioni. Marco Ciccioni. The theory behind this is that if you just simply look at the peak trading session from 9 a.m. London open until New York close, it usually goes in one direction. While the markets are in their overnight session as well as the Tokyo session, they're kind of flat, right? And then it goes in one direction, and then it's kind of flat, and then it goes in one direction, and then it's kind of flat, and then it goes in one direction. And I saw this pattern, and I was like, I wonder if I were to breakout trade this strategy. And so all I did was I drew my little box around the overnight session and put pending orders on top and on bottom. And the results were fantastic. And it's like trading on easy mode because you don't have to sit on the charts and do technical analysis. You just kind of enter trades. Yeah. That's the theory behind the strategy. All right. I want to recap Monday's trade on my small account that I'm doing for Profit League. This was a disgusting thing. So I was doing Happy Trail. And it lined up with my breakout strategy. We had this huge engulfing candle on the 30-minute time frame. And so this was like middle of my workday, right? Because I start working at 5 normally. And so I was busy doing something else. And so I didn't get in on this trade until right here. So 12:20 is when I got back on a computer, saw the breakout or the big engulfing candle on with the Happy Trail signal, and so I got out here, which also, was a little bit late, but I figured, hey, if the momentum was that heavy, because that was a huge candle. That was a 179 point candle. Okay, so it was a lot of momentum. And so I was like, sweet, I'm good. And then the trade immediately went against me. And I was like, cool, that's probably capping liquidity from right here. And so what I did, hold on. I'm going to show you a visual representation of this. This is spoiler because I'm trying to tell a story, but this is a spoiler. Actually, I'm not going to spoil it. So as it pulled back up into here, I was like, cool, they're just like grabbing liquidity. So I'm going to enter in another position and over leverage my tiny ass 5K account. So I entered in another position and then it started going to the profit target. And I was like, you know what? I don't feel good about this because now it's showing me consolidation, right? This is a clear indication of consolidation where you start having areas that like double tops and double bottoms. That means to me consolidation. And I was like, you know what? I'm uncomfortable with it. And so I entered in a short position here. And then I entered in another position here. And I'm already in like $76 worth of drawdown. And I was like, you know what, dude? If it's going to consolidate, then it's for sure going to hit this low. So let's move this trade to break even. And let's let this trade get $70. And then it went into profit, went into drawdown, went into profit, went into drawdown. And it just did this shisa all day. And I was like, ugh, disgusting. And so I woke up in the morning and it's again in drawdown. And I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. It's just consolidating. It's just a wishy-washy shit market. That's fine. But it's still going to cap liquidity from that because double bottoms always happen, especially in consolidating markets because it trades in a range, right? And it loves to grab liquidity from top and bottom all the time. That's why you always see like little breakouts above consolidation ranges. And so at 10 a.m. my time yesterday, the second trade hit its profit target, and then the first trade hit stop loss, or the stop loss was break even. You see that? So like I entered in on the bottom, and then a few candles later entered in again, assuming that it would just, grab some liquidity and continue down. And then I was stuck in this disgusting stuff for a day and a half. And then it capped liquidity, or grabbed the liquidity that I was talking about, and created that double bottom. So I got out of my trades, and then it rocketed straight up. So really happy that I didn't get cooked on this. So I made 68 bucks on one, and just a little bit to cover fees for the second one. I'm happy about it. Horace, it's in the works. It's going to take a really long time, over a year. So that's a recap of my trades so far this week. It was not fun. I don't like being stuck in consolidating markets, and I know some people like trading them and just buy at the top and sell at the bottom. Or what they do in trading consolidating markets, because they know the price is going to go like this, they sell here and then close in the midsection. They buy here and close in the midsection, and they can capitalize on 15 trades while it's stuck in consolidation. I find it too risky and disgusting, and I don't see any patterns. It's just things that happen. I don't like it. The broker that I use is Gates FX. There's a link to it on my website. You get 125% deposit bonus when you use my link. So if you deposit $100, you will get an additional 125 bucks. So your account will be 225 bucks. Maths. I do have TikTok, but I don't know. I should use it more to grow my audience and reach, but I suck. High Life. I'm glad you got that reference. That means we're in the same age bracket, I'm assuming. Yeah, spreads are great. Fees are a little bit high, but I like the ease of execution, the speed, the withdrawals. It's all quick. All right. What else is on my agenda? All right. So I recapped my trades. I'm really happy that I'm up. How many percent did I say? 6%? Yeah, 6.2% for the month. I'm stoked about that. Those are fucking baller numbers, because the market returns 10 per year, and it's been 21 days and I'm up 6%. So fine with me. Dude, stop spamming the chat. I will block you. Do it. You have 3 more times. I hate when people spam the chat, dude. Like, because I'm like trying to respond to your questions in order, and then I just get lost. All right. Hit. Now you know the rules. You can still watch the stream, but you're in timeout till the end of the stream. Okay? We don't need to see your message a million times. We see it the first time. Because it interrupted my story, I forgot what I was talking about. Can somebody remind me? Yeah, so 6% is like really, really good. Anybody that's trading should be more than happy with 6% profit. Because we're doing the trading competition right now, in the trading floor, it's rules based, so I had to stick to a specific strategy in a specific time frame, but that's not how I trade. I trade basically if I see something, I go for it. Because I'm not on the charts all the time, if I fire up the charts and I see something, I'm going to go for it. And so it's inconsistent with the rules set by what I told them my trading plan was going to be. So like 90% of my trades don't count for the competition, but I'm still stoked on the number. Okay. I don't know if you guys know this. If you do, awesome. And if you already have it, awesome. TradingView. Backtesting and alerts are the main features that you're looking for in TradingView. They're going to help you immensely to not sit on the charts all the time. They're doing a Black Friday sale. It's 80% off. Please, please, please do yourself a favor, because the next year of your life is going to suck without it, and it's much better with it. Just get Black Friday. I don't care if you use my link or whatever. Just do the Black Friday thing. It's stupid, stupid, stupid good. I renew every year on Black Friday because it's so useful. So if you're not on the, I don't know if it's the pro or premium, I don't know what they call it. You have to be on it, dude. I swear you have to be on it. Here. There's my link. Oh, that doesn't work. That didn't work at all. 2 seconds. Okay. Just get TradingView Premium. I promise you will thank me next week. The amount of features and things that you can do is way more valuable than the money exchanged for that. Absolutely fantastic. Do the Black Friday shit. Yes. Dev asked, can Indian guys purchase your paid indicator? Yes. Happy Trail, the one I was explaining earlier on the 30-minute time frame, it is a paid indicator. It's on this website. You can get access to it here. We have 7 custom indicators. We have over 1,200 hours of education from A to Z. From I'm a beginner trader and I don't know about anything to I am profitable now. All of it is there for you to watch at your leisure and study and learn. It's like college for day trading. It's seriously very, very thorough and in-depth. Plus, there's like a syllabus that goes with it, so you can like mark off your tasks as you go along. We give you a MetaTrader risk calculator that like automatically calculates your position sizes and everything. And we give you almost daily trade setups. So we're like, hey, buy NZD USD, sell Euro USD. And we do this every day so that you can actually trade the markets while you're learning everything. And then we do almost daily live streams. There's a couple of live streamers that we have, all profitable day traders, and you can basically watch them trade, just like you're watching me do this now. Q&A sessions, as well as so many resources, it's ridiculous. Like trade journals, all of the price action PDFs and the smart money concepts PDFs, like all of these things are like reference books that you can have as you're trading and just like be like, oh, that's that candlestick pattern. Fucking fantastic. And right now we're doing also Black Friday 50% off for a year. And as long as you don't lapse in your membership, you can have that price for life. I always wanted the membership to be $2 a month just so that there's a paywall, but that it's cheap. So this is as cheap as it gets, people. 2 seconds because the trade is active right now. So it did trigger. Hopefully the momentum carries. Would be nice. All right. I'm going to drop this to a 1-to-1 because of what happened yesterday. I'm okay with a 1-to-1. So let's say it goes up and then just chills here for a second, and then 9 a.m. happens and it goes the other way. Because look at yesterday. Let's just look at yesterday. Not that. All right. This is what I hate about consolidating markets and when price is looking for which direction it wants to go, because it doesn't know until it happens, right? Price grabbed liquidity from the top. Price grabbed liquidity from the bottom. And then price went all the way home. And I don't want to be stuck in that again today. And from what happened yesterday, that's what I think might happen today. So right now it's a 1-to-1 on the top side. If that finishes and executes, I'm going to close this second trade. For those of you that think that I'm not, actually in the trades that I say that I'm in. Okay? So we'll hopefully let this play out. Again, it's a 1-to-1 risk to reward. I know it's shit risk to reward, but after what happened yesterday, I don't like it. And after the huge momentum move up, I feel like the energies died down. And so it's just going to sit. All right. Covered that, covered that, covered that. Let's do a few questions. Yeah, you can trail your stop loss, and it's what I recommend for the happy trail. $30-minute time frame. So let's say I don't know what you would trail with. Maybe the 21. Yeah, let's say the 21 or the 50, depending on if you want to like hold it for multiple days type of situation. But if you were to take an EMA, add it to your chart, and change that EMA to a 50, make it more visible. Right? So you get the signal, and then you trail your trade at the EMA. And that way you're always getting the most juice out of the orange. Hypothetically. So like this one would have stopped you out right here. So the original take profit was more. But like this one, if you would have trailed it to the 50 EMA, I got a 1 to 2 risk to reward on this. If you would have trailed it to the 50 EMA, you would have had a 1 to 12. If you would have trailed this one to the 50 EMA, you would have had a 1 to 6. If you would have trailed this one to the 50 EMA, you would have made less than the 2%. If you would have trailed this one to the 50 EMA, you would have made 4.8%. If you would have trailed this one, you can't. You would have gotten, it would have, yeah, it just took profit right away. But essentially you'd get out at break even if you would have trailed it. This one was a loss. That one was a loss. That one was a loss. Loss. Yeah, you would have gotten out at break even or a loss. This one was a loss. Loss, loss. This one would have gotten you 4.1%. So like a 50 EMA would be a great trail for the happy trail. If you were to do something smaller, like a 21, I think it would be less nice. Yeah, you'd get stopped out way too quick on the 21. 50 is the way to go on the 30-minute time frame. You kind of have to monitor it, but what you can do, if you have TradingView Premium, you put an EMA. You change it to a brighter color. You set it to 50. And then you go to these 3 buttons on the side of EMA and you say add alert on EMA. And then when it crosses the 50, you will get a ping on your phone. You will jump in on your chart, on your trading platform, and you will close that trade manually. You just leave the take profit open. And then when you get a ping on your phone, because you have TradingView Premium, because you took advantage of the fucking 80% discount on Black Friday, you get a ping on your phone, you close your trade, and you get a 1 to 6 risk to reward ratio. Thank you very much. Okay. I didn't explain this, but on Happy Trail, there are 4 cases. By default, it's on case 1, I think. When you get Happy Trail, you turn off case 1 and turn on case 4. I also remove these additional arrows because I don't like many things. These arrows do nothing for me. I don't use them as a confluence, nothing. So I've removed them and I just go with Happy Trail. That's it. And so again, alerts. You add an alert on Happy Trail, any alert function, buy or sell, and you just leave it open-ended. And every time you get a Happy Trail signal, your phone will go ba-ding, and then you will enter a short or a long, adjust your stop loss, leave your take profit open, and then you'll set another alert on the EMA. Hey, when price crosses the 50, let me know. And ba-ding, and then you close your trade. And you get 1 to 2, 1 to 4, break even, a loss, I don't know. But your stop loss is always in place, 1% risk. Fantastic, dude. It's day trading if you have a full-time job. And then what you can do, let's say you're looking at specific areas, or you want to know if your trade hit take profit or stop loss, then you just zoom into your chart and then you do the plus icon right here, hover over where you want it to be, and then add alert at this level. And then for the stop loss, add alert at this level. So if your trade hit take profit, you got an alert. If your trade hit stop loss, you got an alert. This is why we use alerts, people, so that we don't have to sit on charts and get screen fatigue and like over anxiety our ways to unhappiness. Thanks, Vin. Vihan? Yeah. I am dropping some ball knowledge. Some bald knowledge. Dad jokes. English Master, if you go to trdfloor.com and take advantage of our Black Friday sale, you will be able to get access to the Happy Trail indicator. I'm not in the mood for hate, so if you don't want to watch, you don't want to watch. Can you show those losers below and how to avoid those? Which losers? Stock Trading 365 says he's been trading for 1 year now and he does less trades but not profitable. Any tips or guides? Do the same thing every single day. If you're having inconsistency or failure, you need to have back tested something that shows decent results, and then you need to forward test that on a live account or a demo account for an extended period of time. And if you do the same thing without breaking your rules ever, you will eventually show real live results with your back tested results. It's just a time game. Thanks, Bernard. Easy exit is showing orange dots. That's not good. Yep. but they was showing it here and it's still going up. So maybe we're looking for a red dot. If you guys don't know, easy exit is another indicator that you get in the package. And so it tells you, like, let's say you got into the happy trail and then you got an easy exit signal. Your trade would have looked like this. Easy exit tells you when there's massive overbought signals that the momentum is moving. You would have gotten a 1 to 5. It literally, there's a indicator for telling you when to enter, and there's an indicator for telling you when to exit. I don't know what else you guys need from us because it's got fucking everything. I don't know the logic behind Happy Trail. I didn't make it. Someone in our team made it. Christy sat down with a coder and was like, I want this, 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 and this. And the coder did this, 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 and this. And these are our indicators that we have. They're buy-sell indicators, and they're all fantastic. Christy's up fucking 40% profit this month using Happy Trail. She's not doing this 30-minute thing. I just created this recently. But Jesus Christ, this woman, I don't understand how somebody can be so good at trading. Like, I am absolute dog shit in comparison to her. But it's cool because I made the entire community with her. So if you want to ask her questions, do that. Any theory for New York markets? I don't trade New York really. If I'm in a trade during New York, then I'm in a trade during New York. But man, this trade is freaking going against me. I tested Happy Trail on the 30-minute time frame on German 40. If you want to test it on something else, please feel free. But I'm not going to waste my time doing that because I'm not going to trade anything else, because this is what moves for me during my time frame and I'm comfortable with, and it gives me the most bang for my buck. Yeah, reincarnated Manhua. You don't have to do any analysis. Yeah. So the trade was $300 in profit, and now it's in $130 of drawdown. Sweet. Again, I don't know if you guys heard at the beginning of the stream, I'm going till 9 a.m. So we have another 14 minutes before I have to start getting ready and take my kid to a preschool or a school interview because she's going to primary school. No. Dude, like New York Open, the market moves. If you're breakout trading, it's going to do the same thing that it's doing here in London session. I just don't know the range that you want to draw up for New York session. Copy traders are shit. All right, so we were just in $130 of drawdown, and now it's moving back up into profit. The reason I say copy traders are shit, because let's say a copy trader is doing really, really well, right? And there's 100,000 people using this copy trader. At that point, that amount of volume will skew the markets. And then the market makers will see that, a large bulk chunk of orders, and they will play against it like a short squeeze. And then it no longer works. And it sucks. But that's just the way it is. The one thing I'm concerned with this move, now that I look at it, creating higher highs, RSI making lower highs. No. I mean, if you have multiple funded accounts and you use a platform like Sync or Sync to, yeah, that's fine. One work multiplied by 4. That's completely fine. I thought you were talking about those people that you copy their trades. That's just dumb. Oy, boy, oy, 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 oy. I wish I had more coffee. Ooh. So there was a price gap right here. See how price had so much momentum that it just like didn't execute any orders from 23,639 to 23,637. So for an entire 2 points, it just lost. It just gapped. So that sucks. But that's why we have this strategy, right? So if you have a loss on one and a profit on the other one, like let's say it just like torrentially downpours into this one, if you lose one and win one, you're up 0.5% for the day. So that's why I invented it this way. Sometimes it sucks and you get 2 losses because it grabs liquidity from the top and grabs liquidity from the bottom, like yesterday. I have it set for UTC +1 because that's my time zone. And it's basically, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. my time is the total days trading range, that red shaded area. This 9 a.m., 10 p.m. David Stacy. I make the live streams private on here, and I make them members only for TTF members, the trading floor. Stock trading, you have my blessings, dude. Keep doing what you're doing. New from 22, I use Gates FX. There's a link on tmafx.com. If you use that link, you get a 125% deposit bonus. So if you deposit $100, you get $125. So your account will be basically $225. I'm already in a buy on German 40. Hannah is the fucking G. You're a G. Says, hey, Artie, I added one indicator to DAX 40, 30-minute strategy and specific time of day to enter. The results are better, 20 wins, 20 losses since September. What indicator? I'm curious. Is it a 50 EMA? You thought I didn't have eyebrows? That'd be fucking weird. Yeah, it'll probably touch my stop loss. It's about a butt hair away from it. Oana Mania 7551. Contact customer support and they will be able to help you out. Just got stopped out. I guess that's half the range. I don't know. Maybe my math was wrong. All right, we got 3 minutes left on the live stream. Any other questions? You're welcome, reincarnated. You have a great day also, man. I appreciate that. Peanut butter. I'm glad. You know, trading sucks. It's boring, and you shouldn't have any emotions. We just took an L. It is what it is. Overall, we're still in profit. So, what are we at? $6,729 in profit. I'm not crying about it. Consistency over time makes you not care about wins or losses. It is what it is. I started losing my hair at like 22. I actually just bought one of those electric lawn ornament snowmen that is all glowy. He's like 5 inches taller than me. It's kind of sick. You keep losing at other trades and only win trades trading NASDAQ, then only trade NASDAQ. Break of structure and Chotch nephew Sam. Thanks, Hannah. If I could, I would give you a hug, but you'll have to settle for a virtual hug. See how I closed my eyes? Yeah, I looked like shit with hair. I got the snowman at like, it's the equivalent of Costco in my country. One of those big surplus stores. Anthony, the replays of these lives are on, they're exclusive to TTF members. So if you go to trdfloor.com, sign up, you'll be able to watch all my lives. All right, second entry was triggered. I guess. So my chart was showing a different price level on MetaTrader than it is on here. So yeah, maybe we'll have 2 stops today. It'd be great. Anyway, it's 9:01. I got to get ready to take my kid to interview. Have a good day. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you hit all the Black Friday sales. You're never going to get better prices than this. 80% off TradingView and 50% off the trading floor. Fucking amazing. And you can use this happy trail indicator. See you guys. Bye.